Hello everyone, this is AV Creative. Today we are going back in time to the 80s. We are going to create a radical retro piece that absolutely anyone can try. I guess this week I'm actually 80s creative. Let's get right into it.
Well, some of you, maybe you were born in the 80s, maybe your children were born in the 80s. I was inspired by some amazing and colourful creations from that time. These were some amazing posters and wallpapers, all absolutely crazily colourful. We are going to be doing palm trees as well. Now, as you've noticed, I don't have a canvas today. I actually ran out of all the round canvases, but I found a board. I can actually wave to you. You can see me. So we are going to be painting on this. I used it before. It worked pretty well. It worked actually very well. And I resined the piece. So I would say it's like 5 millimeters thick. The colours for today are as follows.
Lemon yellow, rose, ultramarine blue, cadmium orange, light blue, deep violet, and Mars black.
I'm also going to be using this new pouring acrylic colour by Arteza. It's quite a big bottle. I haven't had them in those huge bottles. I thought the neon purple will be absolutely perfect for the 80s theme. Some of the paints I'm going to be using today are by my Artscape. They're very lush, thick, creamy. They are heavy body acrylics and they're very well pigmented. This is pale mauve. We've got sky blue. I'm cutting some strips out of paper towel in case I need to do some blending, and I think there will be some blending. Of course, it's not going to be as perfect as the originals, you know. The colors are very cleanly separated. It's pouring. This is just an inspiration. But I bought many packets of squeeze bottles, but then I used them once and I found it so difficult to clean them, and I never used them since. Now it would be very handy, wouldn't they? It flows really nicely, uninterrupted flow. We've got one part of paint to one part of my pouring medium, and what I do, I mix water with PVA glue, 50-50. Then to this, I added roughly 30% of Floetrol, and I spray some water if it's too thick, and it seems a bit on the thicker side. You have to make sure all the colors are mixed in the same way. It's very, very important that the consistency is the same. I put all my colors in order. That's what I'm going to do, and this one in between. So let's just start on this blue. Not sure how much I want of this darkest one. That's my darkest blue. No, this one. Actually, with this stick you can really control it. I think we should put some music from the 80s on, shouldn't we? Okay, so now let's just try and blend these two. Some air bubbles here. I'll just remove them. Time for purple. While I'm doing it, I'm just wondering how to make the palm trees. Oh yeah, it seems good. No! Oh, I'm so upset. Come on, you silly. Okay. The yellow one. At the moment, I'm loving the colors. What do you think of this combination? Again, some cells. It looks like the orange is actually creating quite a lot of cells. The last thing I'll do is I'm just touching the edges with the, well, I've got a couple of drops. That's it. Those drops here and a bit of orange here. So I'm touching the edges. So part one finished.
Well, okay, so I didn't actually film most of this section, And to be honest, I needed some help with cutting down and sticking the strips. So here's what we did. We cut some masking tape in 1mm intervals. The first one was 1 centimeter thick, then 1.1 centimeter, 1.2 centimeter, and so on, about 10 strips. I then stuck them down on my background to make gaps, 1mm thicker each time. But in the end, everything looked a bit too perfect, so I stuck down the last few pieces, making the gaps just bigger. Well, I think I'm finally happy with how the stripes are distributed. They were a bit too wide for my liking at the beginning, so now I think I like it. Now there are some options. I could pour over with just my black acrylic mix. I could do that, but then I'll have to wait probably 2 days. So, but this is an option. A very easy option is just dab black paint, just like this. This is super easy. But I've got something that might be even quicker. This is water-based spray paint, and what I like about it, it's matte finish. So I was thinking, if I get my stripes matte and then I pour some palm trees with this shiny acrylic mix, so I might get some nice difference. Well, we'll see. I'll be back in a minute. I'll spray first layer and then see how long I have to wait for the second one. This is the first layer. I think I need to definitely spray one more time. We need some palms, but I do need the size, and I forgot to do it. So just a quick rough outline. Well, didn't mess it up. So now I'm doing a quick sketch of 2 palms, but I can't decide how I want them, so I keep rubbing off. I want one bigger. This one is going to be a bigger one. They don't have to be very detailed. All those 80s designs, they're actually very simplified. Now I'll just really quickly sketch the leaves. Again, I don't want them perfect, so I can make some adjustments while I'm cutting out anyway. And by the way, we are cutting the palms out. We can cut them out and throw them away. We just need those holes. If you've been one of my lovely subscribers, you know that I love stencils. I use them a lot, especially with my students. We do lots of pop art, Banksy style stencils. I like mixing various techniques and seeing how far we can get, you know, how can we improve a technique or change a technique or adapt it and get some completely different results. So while we are going to be cutting this, our paint is getting dry. It's actually almost dry now, dries really quickly. But you should, if you're using spray paint, please use it outdoors, unless your area is really well ventilated. It's, you know, it's always a health hazard. Notice I turn so it's comfortable for me. I always tell my students, just get to the place where it's comfortable. Don't just struggle, you know, turn it. You're not risking cutting through the whole thing. Okay, how long do you reckon this will take me? Yes, so this is done. Look at these. How cool are these? Now, the super exciting part. I really don't know what to expect. I'm just hoping it's going to be good, because I can see the tape kind of is scrunched up. Well, hopefully that does not affect my stripes. Well, let's see. Let's start with the top. Where's the thinnest one? This is the part that was not affected at all. There are no stripes here. So but now it's the moment of truth. Oh, look at this thin stripe. Yeah, okay. It's good. It's good. Okay. A very decent stripe. Look at this. Okay. Second one. This one is going to be slightly thicker. Oh, this is so satisfying. It was a bit of a tape. Tape got stuck, but I'll peel it off. Okay, let's just go slowly. I'm too quick. I'm rushing. Okay, those little white spots is just a tiny bit of a tape, so don't worry about that. This stripe is perfect. Yes. Oh, I think I'm going to do some more spraying and taping. This is super satisfying. But as I said before, you can dub it with paint and a brush and you will have the same look. The only difference is this paint is matte, as I said before. I quite like it. Beautiful colors. Oh, my 80s palms are coming. Honestly, I think it's beautiful so far. Okay, I'm ready for my palm trees. I'm thinking about my palms. And I know some of you will be asking, why am I doing the stencil? And I have to be absolutely honest with you. That was just for me, and I was not going to do any tutorial. I would just paint the palms. I would either paint them or I would use Posca pen and I just drew them. That's the quickest for me and the easiest for me. But why am I doing this? I'm doing this to find out another way. I've got many comments saying, oh, I can't draw this. Can you send me a stencil? I'm showing you can just trace it from internet, from an image, even from a photo, and then just cut it out. And once you cut it out, you don't have to worry about anything. You don't have to worry it's going to be wrong. You just fill up the space. So I have to be careful now. Just put it in the right position. I'll start gradually and then I'll peel it off. So. Don't ever try to stretch it, just put it like really loosely. I'm pressing down the edges so nothing gets underneath our stencil. And the first thing I'm going to do, I'm just going to some black paint and just dab all the edges around. And then I'll think whether I want to pour over or not, or will be happy with just a bit of brush on top, which will be super quick. I don't actually have to make it black. I could choose a different color, but I think it will look really nice. You know what would be even better for dabbing like this? The sponge. The sponge would be really good. So this is the second layer, and to be honest, I might add a third one, not because I want to cover it better, but because I think I want it a bit raised, you know, slightly above the background. So the more layers I put once we peel it off, as if it was a sticker. I've decided to do the third layer using different paint. I've got this lovely paint from my Artscape, and I remember it was quite shiny, so let's just add a bit of this. It's really nice, highly pigmented. It's pretty shiny. Well, let's see if I can peel it off without damaging anything.
So where shall we start? It's really nice that this frisket paper doesn't leave any residue. Very clean matte surface here. Let's get to the leaves and see what happened there. Oh, can see one small leaf, yes, okay. Well, so far so good, so I'm just going to carefully peel everything off. And if there are any imperfections, I can fix them easily. I'll be completely honest, it does happen that I do make ridiculous mistakes during the tutorials because I don't prepare for it. I mean, because I don't test it before. So yes, again, I just tried to peel it off too quickly. And because there were so many layers of paint, I'm kind of struggling. I can do it, but I mean, honestly, wait till it's dry. The last section here. Yay! 1 pound is free now. Well, I hope you enjoyed the tutorial and you enjoyed the 80s vibes that I was trying to bring to you. If you did like it, please press like and consider subscribing to my channel if you haven't done it yet. There are plenty more interesting tutorials on my channel, so please have a look. If you click AB Creative, you will have the whole list. It's over 100 now. Also, every Saturday when my videos premiere, I talk to my subscribers live and we have really good fun time. All the materials I use are always in the video's descriptions. I'll be really grateful if you could use my link. I get a really small commission at no cost to you. Well, so that's it for today and see you soon. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.